In this video, we're going to look at how to use the sharing features within Google Calendar. So in this case, I'm logged in with my demonstration account here, Frodo, and he's looking at his calendar. And then I also have some other accounts. I have Sam and Mary and Pippin up here that we'll be looking at. So first of all, I can just come here on the left-hand column under the Add a Coworker. I can just come in here, and in this case, I'm just going to type Sam and hit Enter, and then Sam's calendar already automatically got populated down here under Other Calendars, and that's just signifying to me that this calendar belongs to somebody else. If it was mine, it would show up over here. So I can see that Sam is busy on all of these Wednesday dates, and then this 26th date over here. Now I can only see that he's busy. I can't see the actual details of the event. We can pop into his calendar and see that he actually does have titles given to his events that he's going to be attending at those times. But just back on the Frodo's calendar here, he can't see those events. And that's the default, is that everybody that works within your school district or whatever can see the busy time, but they can't see the actual details. Now, for instance, if Sam did want Frodo to be able to see those events, he could do that. So I'm in Sam's account now, and I'm just going to hover over the calendar for his personal account, and I'm just going to hit the three dots right here and go to Settings and Sharing. And then when I do that, he can come here and under Add with Specific People, then he can change that, and he can type Frodo in and select that, and then this is where he can say See of all event details. Now you could actually make it so that that person could make changes to the events, but in this case we only need to see the details. Click Send, and then I'm going to pop back over to Sam's account or Frodo's account, refresh the page, and then now Frodo can see the details of the event that he's going to be going to there. And so that is how the sharing would work in that aspect. In most cases, you probably just need to see the actual busy time, and you can just come in here and type the name of the person you're looking for and select them out of the list, and then their calendar gets populated. Pretty straightforward. You can see their busy time. So I find that feature to be pretty helpful. Now, the other thing you can do is you can actually create an entirely new calendar. So just as an example, you might want to make a field trip calendar for your building. And what we've been working with so far has just been the personal account. So it's the actual person's name. Everybody's gets one calendar, but it's their personal calendar. But in this case, we want to make a separate field trip calendar that everybody can see and work on and share together. So we're just going to come up here and hit the plus button, and we can create a new calendar. There's also the option to browse for resources, which would be basically rooms that you could reserve within your building. Calendars of interest would be like holidays and sporting events and things like that Google's kind of curated for you. And then there's some advanced options with from URL and import. But really, in this case, we just want to create a brand new calendar. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm just going to call this one Field Trips. And you could add a description if you wanted to put more details in there. Maybe specify the building or anything like that, and then click Create Calendar. Okay, so after I created the calendar, then I did have to come back to the main screen and refresh the page to get it to show up, but now I can just come and do kind of the same thing that I had done before, where I have this calendar called Field Trips, and I'm going to hit the three dots and again go to Settings and Sharings. And then there's a lot of settings in here besides just the sharing feature, but the sharing is probably the main one that you would want to apply to. And so this is where you can start specifying if you could make a public calendar. If there's a calendar that you want to send out to parents, you can make it publish it to everybody within the district. Or you can come down here, and again where it's Add People, this is where you could come in and you could type one of the groups that we have. So you could send it to everybody in the building, WWES members, something like that, and you can specify the permission again. So if you wanted to just have people view it, you could do that, or you could allow all the teachers in the building to be able to make changes to the event. Cancel this because they don't need that. But that's the general idea there. And one other thing I'll show about the other calendars here, over time, if you keep looking for various people in the district to find out what they're up to know if you can schedule with them, basically you can You might get a big long list here. You can just click on this and then hide from the list. And then if you ever need to get them, you can just come up here and type their name again the same way, and they'll come right back. So that's not a problem if you just hide some of the calendars.